That intro you just saw perfectly encapsulates what makes Spider-Man so amazing to main. No pun intended. See, while my team was busy pushing the payload, I managed to flank from the side and take out over half of their team. While some characters specialize in charging in head first, Spider-Man can't really do that.
Gonna get sticky!
Pizza time? I know it's very tempting to play the hero who dives in and saves the day, but playing this way will have you role-playing as a comic-accurate Spider-Man. But hey, Spider-Man doesn't kill, right? I'm just following the law, and the law also dictates that he subscribes to KingOfKazoos, so I don't know, maybe you should as well. Or I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. As a Spider-Man main, your sole job is to flank and sneak into the backline, taking out as many opponents as you can before you're spotted. You go in, deal as much damage as humanly possible, and the moment you're shot at even once, you get the hell out of there. You always want to approach from behind, from above, or even from the walls like some disgusting arachnid. Huh? Must have been the wind. What? Must have been my imagination. There are a few characters who operate this way, but none of them quite do it like Spidey. And this is all to do with one tool in your kit that makes the entire game your playground. It's actually so good that people will main Spider-Man just because of this one ability. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So, suffice to say, it's gonna get
sticky!
Actually, it's gonna get
sticky!
No. What I'm trying to say is, it's
Gonna get sticky!
It's gonna get real fun. Spider-Man's web swinging is so good to the point that it feels like you're playing a different game to everybody else. Oh, what's that, Iron Man? You can fly? Well, I've just web swinged across the map and straight into their spawn, so fuck you, 3000! Paired with his flanking playstyle, web swinging is the perfect tool to traverse behind your enemies from places most heroes can't even reach. Because as long as you've swung outside of their field of view, chances are they'll be too distracted to notice you until it's too late. Psst! It's gonna get sticky.
Whoa.
Oh, you can! But without a doubt, the best thing about web swinging is just how easy it is to escape. In this clip, I go a little too deep trying to kill this dagger, and the enemies are onto me. For most heroes, this would be game over, but with just one web swing, I've catapulted myself all the way back to spawn. As long as you don't get too greedy and know when to go out, which, I won't lie, I do struggle with, then it is nearly impossible to die as this character. Web swinging is great. It's amazing. It's kind of hard. I could really go for some gamer subs after a hit like that. Using code KAZOO for 10% off, of course. It may seem like child's play going in and out of fights, but sometimes this really doesn't work out for you. You'll be spotted, and instead of making your daring escape, you can't find something to swing off, or your webs just don't work how you want them to. It's frustrating, but what can sometimes be harder is the sexy world of resource management. There will be moments where you've rushed towards the enemy as fast as possible, but when it's time to actually get out of there... Huh? Guys? I'm fucked.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand.
It doesn't come risk-free, and there is definitely a learning curve to his movement. I haven't even mentioned bee-hopping, that trades his air mobility to instead launch himself across the map like he's in a Counter-Strike surfing video. This lets you pull off some crazy escapes that you usually wouldn't be able to, or even lets you aggressively approach to make an insane play that could save your game. It can be hard to pull off, but once you've learned it, you will be a master at his movement. Come to think of it, pretty much every part of Spider-Man gets really complicated. The 5-star difficulty rating isn't a meme. Maining Spider-Man is not for the weak. While most heroes deal damage in very linear ways, the entire premise of Spider-Man as a character are his combos. For most, the basic bread and butter combo is enough to kill any squishy hero. The hardest part is to start it, you have to hit them with your... You gotta hit them with the... Just hit them with your web! Okay, there we go. It can sometimes be tricky to pull off these combos, but they can rack up some serious damage if done right. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, because there are literally dozens of variations of this, and people are still creating their own. Learning Spider-Man isn't like learning a Rivals character. It's like learning a Tekken character.
Fight!
The beauty of this, however, is that you don't have to finish off your enemies with a good team, because Spider-Man is so good at setting up kills by doing his combo, and when they're about to get away with just 1 HP, another team member comes and secures the kill for both of you. And this goes both ways, with you being able to catch low enemies when other players can't. It makes Spider-Man a true team player. You don't need all the glory. You're content being a helpful player who puts your team first. Unfortunately, I have a massive ego. It's not good enough to help the team. I have to carry them. I have to learn the encyclopedia of his many combos. I have to learn every single map rollout to make my movement more efficient. I need to pull off tanks to their death at the cost of my own life. I don't care. It's about the disrespect. Maining Spider-Man is the epitome of egoism. Nothing exemplifies this more than coming face to face with another Spider-Man. When you lock eyes, you both have an understanding. You both know what's going to happen. May the best Spider-Man win. There is just a primal urge to win these 1v1s to prove you are the better Spider-Man. It's in our egotistical nature to show that we have put the most work into this difficult character. I've watched the most Necros guides. I have the better mechanics. I am the better Spider-Man.
I'm better! I am better!
When maining Spider-Man, the highs are so incredible, and the dopamine you get from pulling off insane plays really just fries my receptors. The only thing that ruins this is, well, the lows. With so many hard mechanics and things to remember, it's very easy to mess a lot of these up frequently. What makes this worse is the moment you start doing good, suddenly every person on the enemy team becomes J. Jonah Jameson.
I want Spider-Man!
Seriously, they will stop at nothing to kill you. And it doesn't even stop there, because the moment you lock in as Spider-Man, and especially if you're in competitive, chances are your team will hate you based on the presumption that you are going to do terrible.
Gonna get...
Sticky. When you play as Spider-Man, everyone hates you. I almost gave up. It's too hard, I thought. No one appreciates me. I figured, what's even the point of maining him? But then I realized something. The real reason that people main Spider-Man is because he is hard. It's expected for you to do terribly when you first start maining him, but as you play and practice more, soon you start to understand his kit, his playstyle, what Spider-Man is as a character. You main Spider-Man because becoming good as such a hard character is extremely rewarding. People may doubt you, they might even hate you, but that's okay, because with each game you play, you get just a little bit better, and I'm sure as you get that Lord icon, you will truly be an unstoppable Spider-Man main. Still, it would be nice if there was a way to make Spider-Man a little easier. Or is there? Oh, can I? Can I? Okay, fine. You can say it.
Gonna get sticky! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Don't mess with the amazing Sticky Man!
When I first started making this video, I absolutely hated playing this character. And in all honesty, I was dreading making this video. But now I love playing Spider-Man, and I would consider him one of my mains. If you've given up on this character, I implore you to give him another try and see if, with practice, you can learn him yourself. Because no other character in Marvel Rivals is as rewarding to main as the Spider-Man himself. I'm glad Rivals put so much depth into everyone's favorite superhero, because Spider-Man, in this humble robot's opinion, may be one of the most fun Rivals heroes you could possibly main. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next episode of this series.